today from our meeting upstairs. Not just Pangu Pati meeting, but important coalition partnerships we have, including SDP Party, including Pangu Pati, including all our alliances we have in our coalition government. We have come to a common resolve that we will help firstly the city rebuild to a safer, better city for all of us. Secondly, we have resolved that there will be an assistance package for those business community who suffered losses. You know, from report I received, over 3,000 Papua New Guineans are not employed anymore as a result of the recklessness, the lawlessness, and the disrespect for the country certain segment of our city population engaged upon last Wednesday. And so to the members of our business community, we are putting together an assistance package that should assist you get back into business. And government has sufficient funding in this year's allocation, for instance, the 200 million for SME intervention, the 150 million kina for state equity interventions. These are all in all over 300 million kina we have in this year's budget to assist commerce and business and enterprise in our country. So Cabinet at the very earliest, when we convene next week, will package an assistance package for those taxpayers who lost businesses. Simply put, they expect the state to protect the businesses. In the state's law enforcement agency was not able to protect the businesses. The taxpayers need our support in tough times. We are a government that is known to give support to our economy and our people in tough times. When COVID-19 descended, we gave support to people and to our economy. Part of the support was uplifting the non-tax-paying threshold from the previous administration's 12,500 kina threshold to our own administration's firstly at 17,500 and later to 20,000. This year budget, it was meant to entrench the 20,000 kina non-tax-paying threshold, but due to administrative inefficiency, we got slapped in the face in what could have been support to our people. It reverted back to the 12,500 threshold, and it seemed as if we increased tax. Far from it. Papua New Guinea, don't hear rumors, don't hear Facebook, don't hear political propagandas who spread just because they want to be in government. No government before our time has ever given this level of incentive and support to our people. Pangu Pati-led coalition has given greater support to our people, including those who earn below 20,000 now. They do not pay tax anymore. We have not increased GST, remains at 10%. We have not increased the additional taxes on top. And those who complain that it's a 42% tax, I want to say it's only for less than 2-3% of Papua New Guineans and expats who earn at the higher bracket who are paying 42% tax. Not every Papua New Guineans at what used to be my level when I was working at a public service, at a mid-level and below. And so don't listen to rumor, don't listen to fake news, don't listen to speculations. Fake news, speculations, rumor cause anxiety, mixed with the toxicity of alliances to politics has caused the Black Wednesday, some label, the atrocity, the destruction, the looting that took place last Wednesday. So I just want to ask you all, Pangu Pati takes responsibility because we are the leading party in government. We'll be looking again in how we have administered treasury, planning, finance, Department of Personal Management, even how we relate with the Prime Minister's office, especially First Legislative Council, in the relation with parliamentary services, in ensuring budgets and bills get implemented. Those are preliminary information we have at desk, and our collective party ministers caucus today did agree that we take responsibility inward, and we will be constructing an outlook tomorrow onwards that reflects what we want to do for our country going forward. We hear you clearly, people of this country. Your issues on economy, we hear you clearly. Your issues on unemployment, we hear you clearly. Your issues of non-land available in the city and the congestions in our city, the housing issues in the city. You know, this is a thankless job, I want to say. It's not and I'm not here looking for praises and thank you from anyone. I'm here to do what is right for our country. One of the rights we did, amongst the many rights we have done to correct the wrongs of the past, was, for instance, at pay 17 last year, we paid 60 million kina to the same police. The same police. Where is your sense of appreciation? This was outstanding special allowances since 2010. 2010 was Somare government. Right through 2011 to 2019 was Onil government.
No.
Governments of past never paid the allowances. When we paid in pay 17, 60 million kina special allowances. When paid in 2023, pay 17. And since then, special allowances come to you every time. All my policemen out there throughout the length and breadth of our country, most of you are good. Don't listen to those who have years everywhere, running around in the city on hired cars that are hired by others and not police force. Who are running around, running their own agendas. Don't listen to them. You're a good policeman. You're a good policewoman. Listening to people who come just for the temporary pleasure of life will not sustain your family and will not anchor and do well for your country. This government, these leaders here, including Governor Paco, last year paid 60 million kina to all policemen for his special allowances.
No.
Some other government never paid it. Only government never paid it. This body of leaders paid last year. Today you earn a little bit extra through the special allowance because it's configured into every pay. Your special allowance is paid to you. And do you say thank you to the government who's listened to you after so many years of not being heard? And I just felt that it's quite unfair on the body of leaders who work to hear you out. And we're hearing many hardships on the ground, and you've called out that there's more you can do. I want to give you our fullest assurance. We will respond to the call. And I want to ask for total confidence and support of our majority of our community. And I want to conclude by thanking the majority of Port Moresby residents. On one day when police was not at work, few hours that police was not at work, few decide to ban. Majority did not ban Port Moresby City. I want to step back and say thank you to the majority who held back. Many times we just run the negative to overstate the positives. In the mayhem by few on Wednesday, majority of Port Moresby residents, Governor, I want to thank your leadership. I want to thank Honorable John Carper's leadership. I want to thank Honorable Justin Chachenko's leadership. I want to thank Honorable LPS leadership and all the people. You did not ban up Boroko. You did not ban up 9 Mile. You did not ban up Gordons. You did not ban up Port Moresby downtown. This building is owned by the police. They could easily walk in here. I was here right through. You did not come in and ban up this place. I want to thank our people. Let's not underestimate the greater resolve of people. Our people know what is at stake. Our people know what is being played. Our people are not stupid. They know exactly who is who's making the noise, who's lighting the fire, who's doing what season and time we are in today. And I want to thank our people. And I want to conclude by saying, Pangu Pati, don't take your goodwill for granted. We don't take your goodwill for granted. We're making certain adjustments. We take responsibility. I do not blame my coalition partners. Pangu Pati will take responsibility over what happened on Wednesday. We've also taken responsibility. Our treasurer, when he released the 60 million, no one said thank you to the treasurer. But treasurer, this is a thankless job. Don't you worry about this one. Don't you worry about this one. This is a thankless job. And we will keep on doing what we have to do to right our small people. Pangu Pati bettered this country. No other party after that bettered this country. It was this time 50 years ago that Pangu prepared this country for independence. And the body of leadership under Pangu Pati here today, we know our duty and responsibility to the unity, sovereignty, and the vitality of our country. And we will not play second fiddle to the aims that the fathers of our country had under Pangu Pati. Taking this as a lesson, we'll strengthen police, we'll work to rebuild our business community in the city, and give them what is the rightful due in terms of assistance. Tomorrow you will hear me with the central bank. We will create some credit assistance scheme with the central bank. We'll give them easy express lane access to Forex. We will ensure that they have a startup they need to start up again. These are things we need to do. We're supposed to protect them, we destroy them. Where do you think I get the money for your free education? I get it from the taxpayers. It's not from anywhere else or from the sky. Where do you think I get the money to ensure your medical bills are paid? It is from the taxpayers. And we will say thank you to our taxpayers who lost out last Wednesday. But I want to conclude and say to our citizens, you have your government with ears on the ground. We have had you. We start to reconstruct. I want to, in conclusion, thank the policemen who have come back to work. Sometimes things like this. In life, if you want to say sorry, don't fight. Eventually you want to say sorry, don't start the war. Because at the end of the day, you'll come back to the starting point. You will say sorry again. And so I just want to advise all our policemen in our country, all our members of our disciplined forces in our country, all our public servants in our country. We are a privileged few. We are a privileged few. In fact, our policemen, in terms of the increase that we've given them under my government, they're earning better than most of our equivalents in other public services. So I want to encourage every one of us to remain at work. I thank ACP Wakambi, who received his suspension. Gracefully he allowed the due process of law to take its course. If you are not in the wrong, justice will prevail. And needless for anyone to be feared, I want to thank Commissioner Mannings, who gracefully accepted that as the Chief Accountable Officer in the police structure, he stepped aside. I want to thank all other officers of state who stepped aside. And we will complement what you're doing with additional reform and strengthening of the central government agencies as you prepare to take our country deep into 2024, deep into our 50th anniversary in 2025, and to complete this term of parliament. Thank you very much. Thank you, Governor Parkop. Thank you, all of us who were rallied today. We are at work. We're not resting. We're not playing politics. Thank you.